How y'all doing? I'm your host, Full Circle J, Akata J, Unapologetic J, Untouchable J. You know how we do. If you've been idle to the song, if you've been idle to the podcast, if you've been new to the podcast, how we do. We get the vibe of the show with a song, with a quote, and then we get to the bones of the show. And it's like, tell me what is on your mind at 10. I'm in Central Time, so tell me what's on your mind. And so we're gonna get to the quote. I don't know why this commercial came up. Jesus Christ, it's not time for commercials yet. Uh, and so here's the quote of the day: You deserve the person who wipes away your tears, not the person who caused them. I'm gonna say that again. You deserve the person who wipes away your tears, not the person who causes them. Oh yeah, on the Real World J Show podcast show. I appreciate y'all for listening. Maybe I'm talking to somebody when I said that. If I'm talking to somebody, what's on your mind right now? If that hit home, if that hit a nerve, or that hit a trauma, or they did something, what's on your mind? At the end of the day, like I would never, like end of the day, as a kid, your parents told you, I always told you like, hey, stay around people, you know what I'm saying, that cause you trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like don't hang around them because they bad. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? The less you stay out of trouble, you know what I'm saying, the more freedom and the more fun you have. That's true within people in your life too. People can put you. You can say you're living, but you can be in someone hell. You can be in someone jail. Or you can say you living, uh, uh, or you living, but you in hell because you in someone that's jail, or you let someone that's put you in hell make you feel like you in hell. You know what I'm saying? Cause you to hell, cause you to have like hell like life problem. Have a guest on the Real World J podcast show. Here we go, Tina Madison and Laura. Two, three, one.
Hello, good sir.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well, and you just got Tina.
Yeah, how you?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Tina?
so I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I can't complain. I really appreciate you for being a guest on the Real World J Talk Show.
Well, I appreciate you accepting me as a guest, my friend.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna speak to your what's on my mind right now.
Please.
I was listening to some of the things you're saying about how we kind of let people make us feel like we're living in hell
Yep.
right now and all of that and it hit home for me because I have two daughters. One's 21, one's 26,
Wow.
and
Blessings.
both, both of them grow. They ain't feeling like blessings today. They are, but
I
they
know.
ain't feeling like it. So, but my younger one yesterday, I was raised in a very physically, emotionally, and sexually abusive household, and I was definitely a helicopter mom. I regret it now, but you know what? I can only apologize
What's a helicopter mom?
and
For
move forward.
for people who don't know, because I never heard that.
Yeah,
I never heard that before, ever.
helicopter mom is when you're too much up in your kid's business because you're
Oh,
so
you
worried
hover
about them
around.
getting
Oh, okay,
hurt
you
or
yeah. Oh, you didn't give him. Okay, got you.
you know
You
what I'm saying?
you give him the space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and up in their business,
Mm-hmm.
and it's out of love. It's out of love, but you know what? They gotta live their own lives.
Yes,
They
they
gotta
do.
they gotta learn their own lessons and become their own people. And when they're little, we think, but I know them better than they know themselves, and I can help them, and I can and that's not.
No,
It's not
but
the right way.
right, because you don't, because they are their own self. Everyone is different. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
got to you also got to remember
Exactly.
that too. You created a part of you is yeah, you created that. Some of that is in you. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
yeah, and the part that you
Oh yeah.
don't, if you and the part that you don't like that that's in it, that's in your what was in your children, curve that because you know what it is.
Uh-huh.
So curve it. That's your part. But
Yeah.
the other part
Oh,
is
absolutely.
theirs, and
Yeah.
is
And
your part that
let them have that.
help them, to help them understand. That's building. You know what I mean? Like yeah,
Yeah.
the worst thing you like the worst
And
thing.
so
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, oh no, I was like, one of the tragic things that we
So,
can do as parents is not build with our children.
mm, well, that's excellent advice. So this is so, like I said, one's 21, one's 26. They both had moved out of the house and had relationships, and
Hmm.
the
Early.
21-year-old moved back in about a year ago, and the 26-year-old just moved in about 6 months ago.
Ooh.
And yeah,
Ooh.
and finding that space between now they're grown ass women,
Hmm.
and I'm still your mama, but you're gonna pay rent. You're not gonna
Right.
live off of mama,
Right.
and I'm not gonna be up in your business. But you're not gonna hold me accountable for shit that happened when you were a teenager and you felt like I was too much of a helicopter mom. I've already apologized.
Hmm.
I've already
See,
told you I am sorry.
they hold
And if I
grudges.
could do it all again, I would, but I can't.
They gotta forgive you for that.
And yeah.
They got
And I
that's
said,
holding a grudge
I don't know what to tell you other
because
than
it's kind of like they
you either
blaming
find
them.
that space or you don't.
Yeah, it's like
Because
they
this is
kind
my
of blame you
house.
for their downfalls, and that's not right
Mm-hmm.
because every at the end of the day, it's a choice, and if you make poor decisions, you're gonna get poor results. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your choice, and they can, and that's
Yeah.
and that's not right, and that's rude to them because they are not being mentally, and that's not healthy for them, and they're just literally holding a grudge towards someone is literally you drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die. So they
And
need
not only that, you're living in my damn house. You're 21 years old and living in my house. You don't. If you have that big of a problem with me, then get your own place. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but you let them,
And
but you let them walk in the door,
and I
and you knew they had them
and I
issues before. You knew that
yep.
you knew they had them issues before they walked in the door, and you let them in. So
Oh, absolutely.
the problem, so you let a
And
problem,
I
so if you let a problem, if you let a problem in your house, it's gonna be a problem in your house.
well, it is not going to be a problem in my house. Let me tell you why.
Okay, speak on it.
Because we're all about talking in my house.
Hmm.
We don't. I don't let things, fester.
You're not supposed to.
So their daddy and I sat down, and it's the younger one. It's not the older one. We sat
Yeah.
down with the younger one last night, and we said, "Look, we're in a weird position here because if you were renters and you spoke to me or your father the way you did the other day,
Hmm.
we tell you to pack your shit and get out.
Hmm.
But you're not. You're our daughters." And I mean, they pay a small amount of rent. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I don't
right.
know. I mean, it's $500 a month, and they couldn't get an apartment for less than probably 1,700 here.
And where you at?
And in St. George, Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's insane here. You know how much it costs to rent a room here without like just the room and utilities is $1,000.
Oh wow.
Rent a room in someone's
A room.
house.
Hell nah. That's a
It's
whole
insane.
shoot. That's a shit.
So
That's a whole apartment.
yes. So the fact that they pay $500 and that includes
Of
groceries.
course it does.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course it does.
So they
Why
got me
wouldn't it?
good.
Yeah,
So
they
but
got
we
you.
just had the talk. We said if you have a problem, If you got something going on, you are allowed to say, "Hey, I don't want to talk about it right now." You're allowed. You don't have to. You don't have to have a conversation, but you will treat us human and with dignity and respect because you live in our home.
I feel like you shouldn't have to tell your kids that.
And if you can, let me tell you,
I feel like any
I
parent should have
gotta
to tell
have a
their
little
kids
more
that.
faith in them than I.
Huh? Not a real one. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
mean, no,
Like it's
I
just some
should
things.
not.
Like it's just some things. It's just some things that it's just some things that shouldn't be. It's just some conversations that should be had with your parent and your kid. Like and like and like
But you
respect and
shouldn't
honor
have to
and
have.
talking to me. I would like what are we doing? Like you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
is started. That is started when there are babies. Like you know what I mean? That right there. That
Oh yeah.
line.
Let me tell you something. These kids have never spoken to me like this. No, this is after they both went out on their own and came back. My children have never treated me this way because I would have never allowed it.
How dare
Their
them come back with
father
a?
would never have allowed
How
it.
dare them come back? How come they come? How dare they come back empty handed with a whole bunch of attitude? Boy, couldn't be
Mm-hmm.
me. Couldn't be me.
Thank you.
Couldn't be me. Y'all
And
better say.
that's why we had the conversation.
I ain't,
That's why we had the
it
conversation
wouldn't
last
be
night.
it wouldn't be no conversation because it like a tone can't even be like towards my way like a tone. You know what I mean?
Oh well, yeah,
I,
no, trust me.
like
My
I don't even care.
husband
You
last
50.
night, he about came unglued last night and said, "I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to." That's
I
my
wouldn't even
wife.
have to say that. I'm sorry, wouldn't. It's just some things. It's just some things, and people know what I people know what I'm saying. What I'm saying, like it's some people. It's some daughters on here probably listen, be like, I wouldn't even. I don't even like stop thoughts like that. Don't even cross my dad. Like I don't even thoughts like that. Don't even cross my mind. Like whoa, like you know what I mean. Like some women will like kill you if you even looked at their dad wrong because that's they you know what I mean like no
Like
like I
even
know that's real.
when my girls were little, I was the same way with
Mm-mm.
them because they never talked to me like that. But if they ever got curt with their dad, I'd say, "Let me tell you something. Respect him because he's your father or not. That's between the two of you. But don't you ever speak to my husband that way again. Your relationship with your father is none of my damn business, but I'm going to tell you what, that is my husband. And you will not speak to him that way in front of me." And it's almost like,
It is your it is your
it's like,
it is your problem. I mean that relationship is your problem because y'all won. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? So
well,
y'all won.
no, I mean their relationship because they're grown women. Their relationship
Oh, I'm
with
talking
their
about
father.
I thought you were talking about when they were kids.
Oh no, both of them popped off one time to their father when they were kids.
Oh man, sure, yeah. I mean
And
you're
I
gonna have
said,
that, yeah. I
like
mean
him or not, I don't give a shit.
yeah, you're gonna get
But
that.
don't you ever speak to my husband that way again. And they never did. But and the thing is, I'm gonna tell you right now what's going on.
And these his
Jesse, I'm gonna
kids
tell you
too?
what's going on.
And then his kids too? Like them are both of
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
kids?
It's
Okay.
both of our girls.
Oh man, nah.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now, Jesse.
Go ahead.
The two of them, they went out on their own. They picked, they each picked a man
Of course.
that was a narcissist
Mm-hmm.
and was not a good man.
The total
And
opposite
their
from their
mom and
dad.
daddy sat both of them down and said, "Yeah," and opposite of their
The
daddy.
total opposite
And
from
we
their
sat
dad.
them down
Yep.
and we
How
said,
it
"Babies,
goes.
well, let me just tell you, is that you do what you want. You're grown ass women, but we have concerns, and these are our concerns." And they said, "Butt the fuck out," and we did. I mean, they didn't say "butt the fuck out" because
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen, but they said, "Let us live our life," and we said, "Okay, you know what? Absolutely,
You got to.
you do you."
You got yep, you got
And
you
but
hit that brick wall.
now that they're back here, they don't want to look inside and say, "Yeah, I fucked up."
No,
They
they don't
want to
want to see
blame it
they
on
self.
someone else.
They don't want to see they self. They don't want to see
Exactly.
that's the worst thing that you can do, walk around and not know who you are.
Exactly. Which
They
is
don't know who
why
they are.
I
Cause
told
they,
my husband,
cause they back home.
husband, I said, I won't do this.
You can't.
I will not walk on eggshells in my own home.
You have to have.
And let me tell you,
First of all, did you even like make it
I
like
have
did you make it like
a
a how long they
whole
gotta be there?
different.
Like forget the rent. I'm talking
No,
about did
we
you
did it because, to be honest with you, we honestly did not. I mean, we didn't raise them that way.
you gotta give them a time limit.
We didn't think it would be an issue.
You gotta give these grown ass people a time limit.
Oh, they got one now, baby.
You gotta get your peace back. Y'all empty nesters for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all good.
And we were enjoying that
I
emptiness
understand
because
it.
we've been empty for a year.
Here.
And then all of a sudden, here comes the youngest one back.
Mm-mm. You gotta give them a time limit. You have to
poor
give.
husband, he's like, because it's all girls. So my poor husband, he's like, I can't walk around naked no more.
I understand that. I understand that. I'm a man. 100. That's 100.
Well, I appreciate you listening to me, brother, and
Absolutely.
I'm gonna swing off here and go get myself in bed and get some sleep before I gotta be at work tomorrow. But thank you for listening to me and chatting with me.
I really appreciate you for joining the real show. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
You have a good day. Bye bye.
You too. You have a good one. Man, that was good. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you for joining the Real World J podcast show, talk show. I love it. I love it. People come by. If anybody else want to swing by, just hit that gas button. It's all good. That was refreshing. That was good to get. You know what I'm saying? And to get off. You know what I'm saying? Her to get off her chest. So you know what I'm saying? Anybody who what I mean, same vibe, same energy. You know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. Say what you say. You know what I mean? Because I know that, what I'm saying, I know sometimes it's it's hard to say what you want to say because like you say because you just play it in your mind all the time. Like you play in your mind all the time and you can't say it out loud to a brick wall. Then you crazy and then like you can't tell certain people because you feel like cause then you feel like certain people won't understand what you're saying or they may think you crazy. So that made you pull back and that makes you feel insecure. And you know what I'm saying? That makes you feel even more insecure. But today not the day to do that. Today not to feel that way. Today's the day not to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to say it. Me, what's on my mind? Like me, I like if somebody said, "Man, what's on your mind right now?" I'll be like, "Man, I guess I'm a little sexually frustrated." You know what I'm saying? Cause like me, I'm like, I don't know. The people just like to have sex. You know what I'm saying? And the moments and the times and do whatever. And maybe your significant other is not. That what I'm saying. They don't have the same energy you have. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's not their fault. Nobody's fault. It's just everybody got their same vibes. Somebody got the same energy. So you know, sometimes I just get frustrated. So that's what my mind. you know, you know, try to pass the time. You know, do what I can. Just grind. So I just work, put myself in work, and I just work. Um, Pretty much, and I go work out. Uh, and I get back to work. Then jump on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's not work, but uh, make time for my open schedule to talk to what I'm saying to the best people in the world. And it's y'all. So that would be on my mind. What would be on my mind? Be like, man, like I just want to be, like I just want to be successful. Like, you know, like I know everybody. I know that's cliche. Like, oh man, yeah, everybody want to be successful. Duh. Oh, well, shit. Okay, yeah. Oh, sure. You know what I'm saying? But now, like everybody's success is measured. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's different, so everybody's success is measured in a different type of way. I'm talking about my success, what's on my mind, and what I'm saying, what's in my heart, and what my goals is. Like my goal is, like I said, like my goal is to have generational wealth. You know, like I want to like kings and shit like that. Like you know what I mean? Like king shit, or just like somebody like I don't know, whatever, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like I want anybody who have a Morgan name. You know what I'm saying? And it can be 5,000 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I always appreciate you for following me. You know what I'm saying? I can't even pronounce the name. But I can't pronounce the name. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm bad with names, but I'm good with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to have generational wealth like anybody 5,000 years from now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that has more names, like say, I mean, great grandpa, you know what I'm saying? That they do, he just made A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and he just made that shit work, and then he just grew that shit to make other shit work, to make shit work, and then he works, and then he just, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just grind, like, he just grind, like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like, even if, you know what I'm saying? Even if you tired, man, like grind to your battery low. You know what I'm saying? And eat and keep grinding. Even when you even when even when you feel like your scale finna fall off. You know what I'm saying? Finna turn off. Like I just feel like you know like like I feel like slowing down is too close. It's too close to stopping. And I know that may be bad. You know what I'm saying? And I may that may not be good, like for my health or my mental or whatever, or physical. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, like I gotta work for the check. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get it. I gotta, I gotta pursue it. I gotta attack it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, I gotta be smart about it. I gotta, like, I gotta be calculated. I gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be like a lot of things to make a lot of things work. You know what I'm saying? Just to get, you know what I'm saying? And it's all like, you know what I'm saying? I don't work for nobody. Work for myself, so it's harder. So a lot of days you feel like you're just working for free when you working for yourself. But when the things hit, you know what I'm saying, when the invoices hit, they hit. You know what I'm saying. So you know that's the beauty of it. And it's like so that's what would be on my mind all the time. But like, man, what's the next shit? Because like end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I gotta live in my family got not me, but my family gotta live at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they fault that they live on a level. It's my fault because I wanted to put them on that level, and so I always wanted to put them on levels. Because it's levels to this shit. It's levels to life. So I want to put on different levels. So when we go to the next level, okay, I always want to put them on the different levels because so when we go to the next level, you act like you been here and then you can enjoy it and you can appreciate you know what I'm saying, what you had and what you have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so that will be on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to just trying to what else I gotta do to get on that next level? Like what move I gotta do to get on the next level? You know what I'm saying? Like I got my I got my focus right, I got my grind right. You know what I'm saying? Um, got my mind right. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause every plan that I have and every plan that I have, I try to manage it every single day. I try to manage it. So cause I have to do it. Some kind of way I got to manage it in some kind of way. Even if I don't physically do it, if I got to mentally do it, and I jot it in my mind, and I jot it in my head, and I calculate in my head, or whatever it may be. Like it's worked on. My plan is worked on some kind of fact, comes some kind of you know what I'm saying, some kind of way. You know what I mean? It's worked on, and that's what you know what I'm saying. That's the shit that keeps me up in light, and that's the shit that be on my mind right now. You know, be like it's like, what's the next move? What's the next move, Jay? And it's the next move if it's gonna work, if it's smart. You know, does it make sense? That's what's going on. You know what I mean? So what be on y'all mind? I love to hear it. Um, and like having like having passion for my family. So that be in my mind because I gotta, what I'm saying? 'Cause passion take effort. You know what I mean? And you got it takes a lot of effort to have passion, and you gotta be, what I'm saying? And you gotta have passion for what you do. You gotta have passion for your family. So that's a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have extra energy. You gotta have a lot of energy to make everything go the way it's supposed to go. Because if you don't, then what? You know. So you can't afford to, what I'm saying, like slack up if you can't you know what I'm saying? Nah, always be at 100. Don't be at 90. Be at 100. If you get 100, you be at 110. You know. Like I said, I just want to speak what was on my mind. I really appreciate you for joining the Real World J podcast show. Y'all can like us. Y'all can subscribe us on YouTube. We on YouTube live right now. We on Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio. The show is sponsored by iHeart Radio. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, iHeart Radio. We finally made it. We finally made it. Real World J Podcast Show. You know, yeah. So just breathe.